ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Got him! Got him!
I'm just kidding, Kelly. You know I love you. After all the work was finally done, I decided I was going to share how I put all this together. Here we go. Oh, baby. This is your Aunt Amber and your Uncle Danny. No, scratch that. That's your Auntie Amber. We call them Aunties where I come from, so I'm going to call her your Auntie. This is your Auntie Amber and your Uncle Danny. They're the party hosts. And I do mean the party hosts. Wherever they are, that's where the party is. So it was no big surprise to us that they volunteered to host when they found out that we wanted to bring you in with style. That's the kind of people that they are. Where they are, that's where the fun is. Their energy is pretty contagious, especially for your mom. I can always tell when she's been talking to Amber, because sometimes when she opens her mouth, Amber comes out. And I call her out on it every time. You've been talking to your sister, huh? That's what I always say.
Hi.
Looking for the case, the briefcase.
Honey. Hey! Ooh, we got gold ones too.
Yeah.
Whoa, fancy.
Baby is loyal.
Oh yeah.
I would give so many people permission.
Oh, you got your hands full, so I'm gonna give this to Corey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just watched it.
Am I still recording? What am I doing?
I don't know.
I do need your
Just record him giving the case to whoever, I guess. I don't know.
just to make this legitimate.
Okay. He's guarding it with his life.
Hand it over. This is your Uncle Corey and your Auntie Nicole. Man, gotta love him. I gotta go on a tangent about Corey real quick. When I met Corey, right off bat, he embraced me in a way that made me feel welcome when I was still kind of an outsider to the family. He embraced me, he welcomed me, he made sure I was comfortable, he made sure that I knew that he was on my side, and he helped me feel like I belonged. There is nothing like that kind of embrace. And that's just one of the reasons we decided to honor both him and Nicole with the briefcase and the answers to the questions about you that everybody wanted to know the answer to. We were also pretty bummed that Amy got really sick after she got pregnant with you. Because of that, we didn't really have a chance to tell Corey and Nicole that Amy was pregnant before word got out. So this was our way for making up for that. Take a blue one.
Do I read it?
Yeah.
Andy.
Andy.
That's me.
That's you.
Alright.
Mom, take your mother. Take your mother. Mary.
Take a big one.
Randy.
Randy.
People here. Randy and Randy.
Andy and Randy, that's right.
Okay, Mr. Baldwin, you gotta tell them what the raffle's all about. What are they gonna do?
I need you to get something for me.
Oh boy. Do I need to push pause on this?
Both.
Should I be recording or not?
Yes. Well, you want to give that to somebody else now,
Okay.
since you're participating in it. This is the Hampton family. There's a lot I could say about them. There are a lot of different layers to our relationship with them. They're friends, they're family, they're brothers and sisters in Christ. They are our counselors. Jason's our pastor. You know, there's so many things that make our relationships unique with them. The whole tribe isn't in this picture, but I just want to highlight one of the missing pieces. And that's little Hattie. Happy Hattie. He's the inspiration behind every creative idea that I get. God chose to use him to influence me in a pretty major way, so you're going to see his name all over everything that I get myself involved in. And I'm looking forward to sharing just how big of an impact he had on my life with you. I'm also going to highlight Calvin here. Calvin, he had the best reaction to finding out that your mom's pregnant. His eyes got really, really big, and half a second later, he got super suspicious. Calvin might understand my sense of humor better than anybody else, and it was written all over his face in that moment.
Yeah, you're on.
I'm gonna sit right here.
Where's Andy at?
Right
Right
here.
here.
We need you.
Do I get to cut your hair?
Oh
What?
no! Black one?
Yes.
Doesn't matter. What are we cutting your hair for, though?
Oh!
The shampoo that I have to use bothers my wife,
Skull?
so it has to go.
The smell of his
You really
shampoo
let
makes
us
me
cut your hair.
nauseous.
Can I do that?
If you're afraid, I'll do it. Do I cut closer? Should I go closer the better?
Yeah, whatever.
Well, try to make it even at least a little bit.
At least find the lock where it's looser.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not working.
Yeah, super close.
Does it all go?
And the try to find
This is
the
true
top
love
one.
right here, folks.
Gosh.
Why is this happening? I missed it. We're gonna cut them all?
Here, catch.
Yeah, but why is he here? I'm not sure.
Because
The
his,
shampoo that I have to use bothers my wife.
Just do that. So?
it makes me nauseous right now.
So you can't do this.
Just do upper half.
Stop.
leave the
Please
bottom.
stop doing what
So
you're
he
doing.
just said,
Please stop it.
I love you. I feel so bad right now.
I need to
I'm
get
so busy.
I need to cut these things off and grow them back out like twice.
Yeah, man. Right, very happy.
Oh, Uncle John. As you can hear, he's not very happy about the haircut that's happening. Just a couple days before this, he and I talked about how long my hair could grow, and I told him that at one point I had it down to my shoulders. He was looking forward to seeing me do that again, but that didn't happen. I had to do what I had to do for your mom's sake, so that was just that. Your Uncle John is just that way. If he doesn't like something, he'll let you know. If he likes something, he will let you know. John's a straight shooter, and I'm sure he's going to be a good influence on you. He already loves you. He's already excited about you, and I bet he has plans for what's going to happen when you're here, too.
Brian's hair has always been something that he's really enjoyed playing with, or I've enjoyed playing with it too. He started to grow out his dreadlocks when we got married. Shortly before we got married, he shaved his head or buzzed it or what have you, and had these really cute little curl things all started when we got married, and that was really, I really liked the way it looked. But anyway, over the year and a half or so that it's been since we've been married, his dreads got, you know, pretty long. They were looking pretty good. But with all of the nausea and smells, you know, super sensitivity to smells that I've had, with this pregnancy, it became apparent that either the shampoo that he had to use for it, or the creosote from working in chimneys all day, or the oils in his hair, or maybe all three of them combined, the smell of it was making me nauseous. So I was having a hard time kind of cuddling up and getting close to him, and that was starting to become apparent, and we had some hard conversation. And when I told him this about his hair, I didn't want to tell him because I like the way his dreads look, right? And I know how much he likes having the dreads and how they look and all that too. So it took me a long time, and it took a lot of guts, I guess you could say, for me to say, to tell him that they were basically making me sick. And I hated that because, like I said, I really liked his dreads too. But when I told him this, he said, the dreads can go. And I said, but you love your hair. And he said, you're my wife, I love you. And I just started to bawl. And he decided to take that as an opportunity to do something kind of fun at the reveal party, and make it kind of a family event. And I hated it while it was happening, because I felt like it was all my fault that they were going away. But at the end of the day, it was a grand gesture of love, and that's one of the many reasons that I married him. He's always going above and beyond, even when I don't even know, or can't even see it, or don't realize it. He's always going above and beyond to show me that he loves me and he loves our family, even though right now it's just the two of us with this little one brewing in the belly. But it's very apparent that he already loves his child very much, and that he loves me too. So, I love you too, babe.
I kind of feel like, what's your haircut dresser gonna say?
She's gonna go, seriously, dude?
Again?
All that work
Why?
again?
You didn't let little kids cut your hair?
Ooh, let's get the kids up there and let them do it.
I was going to defer to parents.
I am more than capable. I just don't have the actual proper tools. Like cutting hair with kitchen scissors right now is kind of making me want to vomit. Because
I wondered what you would say.
I mean,
I don't wanna
had
cut your
somebody
hair.
told me ahead of time that this might have been involved, I would have totally brought a pair of hair cutting shears, and I'd already be done with this.
What's the fun in that?
That's not a
Definitely
bit.
a
cut chicken breasts off.
gesture of love.
Really is. Well,
feel so bad.
I'm also going, oh god, the ends that are coming away from these dull blades are gonna be so bad.
Oh, Jeremy, Kate, these are two of the biggest hearted people I've ever met. I'll never forget the day after I found out your mother was pregnant with you. I was going to keep it to myself, have it be a big surprise, but I couldn't contain myself. I went to church to help with the setup crew, because that's what I do. Jeremy was the first person I saw, and as soon as I saw him, I melted. I couldn't contain it. I bawled like a baby. I was so happy. I couldn't contain it. And I was just really comfortable with showing that vulnerability with him. It's really special to feel safe doing that with people. And I'm sure you'll have that kind of safety with Kate too, because Kate loves children. She's kind, she's patient, and there are just a lot of encouraging things that can come out of her that'll influence you, and us for that matter, for the better. So I'm looking forward to see what your relationships with them will be like in the future. The rest is gonna come off anyway, it doesn't matter.
See, so this wasn't a real win.
I want to know if the sender is on his Skype.
That would have been clever.
There's no way I can pull that off.
He didn't have enough time.
I mean, yeah, he would have had to tattoo his head and grow his hair out for that.
That would have been like
Ooh. He almost had that.
Other Randy, you're a chicken.
I'm sorry.
Is that a special shampoo you use for your walk?
Maybe are you okay with this?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's doing it for me.
They make special
Really?
shampoos
'Cause
for
he has
stuff
to-
like that that help keep them locked and clean at the same time. 'Cause
And I didn't tell him for a long time because I didn't want him to have to feel bad.
not properly cared for.
She just leaves on screen. There you go. You're officially having a
How you feel, Daddy?
You caught it.
Brian, I'm talking to you. How you feel, Daddy?
Oh my God.
I'm not either.
That looks like really.
Wait, hang on.
On 3rd and 14.
This is your Auntie Kiki. You can thank Connor for that nickname. I'm pretty sure that this was the first picture of just the two of us together. And that's one of the major reasons why I wanted to do this, why I wanted to welcome you into everybody's lives this way. This was a way to bring family and friends together and create precious memories. I'm pretty sure your Auntie Kiki enjoyed this part more than anybody else at the party. So while I did hate having to cut my hair, having a moment like this is what made it worth it.
She's boy, boy, boy,
All the boys want boys.
Teresa is my best friend in the whole world. She's one of the very few people in this world that I know that I can just bare my raw soul to, and she'll still love me just the same. So for that, I love you, Teresa. I'm sure there's other people out there that would still love me just the same, but she's one of the few people that I've actually bared my raw soul to that I know will always be there for me.
People love instant gratification, and I love to not give it to them. Much to the dismay of the people around me, I like when a story takes time to tell. I like character development, and I like mystery. It drives the people around me crazy, and I just love it even more because of that. So I thought to myself, what better way to make this event even more special than to give even more people a shot at revenge for what I put them through. Say hello to your Grandma Jean and your Auntie Emily. Not in this picture is Papa B, who was the first person to say a prayer for you, and your Uncle Jonathan. You'll get to meet them a little bit later. Although we're not related by blood, we're tied together by something a lot deeper and a lot stronger than that, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. We are so excited to show you what it's like to be adopted into a family and to be loved just for being who you are. There's nothing like it, and it's something that I can say probably saved my life.
What? Get it on me!
Back up.
Blue and purple.
My eyeball.
Okay, flip it over, babe.
somebody do that on purpose?
Yeah, it was Connor. What did he do?
After I told him not to?
You hear that? You're about to get in trouble.
And Kiki just got it all on video.
This is the perfect picture of your older brother and Gabe, because those two are best friends, and Connor's not paying attention to what I'm telling him. As usual. And also, as usual, the rest of your future friends aren't paying attention either. And so it went. People that have been victimized, trolled, bamboozled, hoodwinked by my antics got a chance at revenge. They tie-dyed the shirt on my back while the temperature was in the 30s. You want to talk about being cold. You can't ever say that I don't play fair.
Oh, the keepers. Oh gosh. Oh, the keepers. They're like family to us. How do I even describe that? Randy's one of my other best friends in the whole world. She's very similar to me in that we're both scatterbrained and emotional, and we love each other's kids like they're our own. So you're probably going to grow up with some other kids that you're going to be real close to. And you're going to say, are they my cousins? And I'm probably going to say, yeah, they are. That's Aunt Randy, Uncle Scott. We spend a lot of time together because we just really enjoy each other's company. And they cook for us a lot just because that's what they do. And they're just real generous people. And they're just, the love of the Lord just shines very brightly. All right, 901, 901.
Yeah, that'll work.
Is it a girl or is it a boy? We don't know. I can't see.
There's a light right in front of him.
Oh. Hang on. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, the answer. Got some fake money.
What's going on in there?
That's a $2 bill.
Straight balling.
I was right. Yeah, we're probably listening.
No, will this workbench have a pair of scissors on it? That's not what those are. I'm just gonna make it really small.
Give the funnel. Mom, shoot. Oh yeah, so she always enjoyed being a stay-at-home mom. She was really good about, having little things for us to do, keeping us entertained. Dad was always, at work. He would get up before the sun came up in the morning and he would go off to work, and, we wouldn't see him all day until, 6:30 when he came home, and we would have dinner. We would always sit down at the dinner table as a family. Mom was always really good about having dinner ready when Dad got home. And we had a lot of really fun, hilarious moments around that dinner table. I can remember laughing so hard I probably spit my food out a few times. We had some burping contests, and Mom always lost because her burps are weenie, but that's okay because she's a lady, right? We're blowing it up. Dizzy. I was blowing those other balloons up. It was Aunt Debbie. My Aunt Debbie. I don't know what Connor calls her. Probably just Aunt Debbie. Anyway, I used to go over to their house because me and Amber were real close when we were young. And Aunt Debbie, man, she made the best pancakes. Sorry, Mom. Aunt Debbie's pancakes are better. They always had, I don't know how she made them, but they always had this like perfect ring around the outside edge. And they were always crispy and just so delicious. And Amber always wanted orange juice with her pancakes. And I wanted to be like Amber because she's so cool. So I drank orange juice with my pancakes too, even though I really wanted to drink milk with my pancakes. Little tidbit about that. I don't think I ever told anybody that.
Can everybody see? Yeah! I got a front row. Daddy, do you know this?
It's green! Yeah, what does green mean?
Sammy, can you see?
He's not excited about the baby.
Yeah, he's excited now.
Make sure you get Connor's reaction from me.
Come on, go!
Ryan, point the camera. Why is he taking pictures of balloons? Yeah. Point the camera at the balloon.
Point the camera at the balloon.
Make some noisy for Tia.
Right over Connor. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
We want to thank everybody that's been following along and everybody that's been excited about our baby. We couldn't invite everybody to the party and not everybody made it to the video. That doesn't mean we love or appreciate you any less. That just means if you're on your best behavior, you just might make the sequel. Just kidding, but we have more people to thank than I can count. So, thank you all. We love you. Now that you've seen all of this, you gotta ask yourself, is this legit? Did I really find out when everybody else found out? Did I not know what was in that briefcase? Did I switch the gender? Is this my masterpiece? Is this my greatest got ya yet? Is this my magnum opus? Did I just orchestrate my greatest scheme yet? You gotta understand, April Fool's Day isn't the only day you can get got. But I'll let you wonder about that. Maybe it was a big surprise for me too. Or maybe I've been stringing you along the entire time. Guess we'll find out in April. I don't want to hear from John, so I gotta get this right. Oh yeah. Woo! Now we got a good one going. It burns. Merry Christmas!